Next up, at UFC Saudi Arabia, we have Rinat Fakhretdinov taking on Nicolas Dalby. And you may say, Angelo, how are you 1, 2, 3, 4 drinks deep during this stream? And you said Fakhretdinov so correctly. And I would tell you, because I bet on this dude every single time he fights, because I'm very confident in him. I would also say that last fight worried me a bit. Because Rinat Fakhretdinov is nasty. He's a nasty, non-stop wrestler. He will throw bombs, has a touch of power. He dropped his last opponent, Elijah Zaleski, dropped him with that power, but then he chased the finish. That's all he was looking for after that. Gassed himself out a little bit, but continued to wrestle. Non-stop wrestling, phenomenal wrestling, terrible control, which is why he averages so many takedowns per fight. He doesn't even need to shoot full doubles. He will just bend over, pick your leg, bang, run right through it.
You say, huh?
And then pick your leg up and run right through it and get that takedown. He dominated the first 2 rounds in that last fight, but you will see it was a draw because he dominated the first 2. Almost got finished in the third, gave up a 10-8. That was a full draw. You could have argued the first round was a 10-8 because he did drop Elijah, but it is what it is. Rinat Fakhretdinov going to come in here, going to look to wrestle. And normally I'd be insanely confident in him, but he is fighting Nicolas Dalby. While Nicolas Dalby is an older gentleman at 38 years old, he is a durable gentleman. He just fought a top prospect in this division, weathered an early storm, and then finished that dude. And that's the one and only concern I have here. But Nicolas Dalby is that karate-style striker.
You have the same tattoos, I just realized.
Hold on, I can't see the screen at the same time. Yeah, I don't have feathers running down my arms. Nicolas Dalby's a karate-style striker. He likes to stay mobile. He'll switch stances back and forth. Decent power, but he is very hittable. He does average about 1 takedown per fight, but he's got a very low 30% takedown accuracy. Striking is just okay. Grappling is just okay, but he is durable. All in all, he's a good fighter everywhere. Amazing nowhere. Ultimately, I do think he gets taken down over and over and over again. And I think his last fight, I think that win over Gabriel Bonfim was more of an indication of Gabriel Bonfim not having cardio than it was of like Nicolas Dalby's that guy. He's going to Homer Simpson anybody he fights, because I don't think he's going to Homer Simpson here. I do think he loses. But obviously their last 2 performances, a guy who gassed and almost got finished versus a guy who weathered a storm and then finished, is a little bit worrisome. But I'm going to go Rinat here. What do you think, Jakey Bombalotes?
Yeah, this is one of those fights where I talk about this a lot. We do math a lot on my quick pick videos and sometimes on here that 1 + 1 should equal 2. Right? I mean, Rinat's got the good wrestling. Dalby can be taken down. 1 + 1 should equal a nice, easy-going win for Rinat. And if it happens that way, he probably is going to look like a -400, -500, -600 favorite. The issue I have with Rinat is his fucking mentality, and it drives me absolutely insane when I see him in his last fight where he gassed, nearly got finished, the fight ends in a draw. If you're a 22-1 fighter and he just nearly got finished and the fight ends in a draw when you're trying to make this coast up the rankings to get a title shot, I'd be pissed off. I'd be embarrassed. This guy's in the octagon like, you almost had me, bro. I mean, he doesn't talk like that, but I mean, he's like,
he's not a
you almost had
Californian.
me, bro. Like high-fiving. I'm like, like all happy and giddy. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're supposed to be an absolute killer in there. You almost had this guy out in the first round. You didn't finish. Then you gassed, almost got finished, almost lost the fight. And you're just like, it's a draw. Like, I fucking hate that mentality, man. If you're a -360 favorite, if you're whatever he is against a 40-year-old Nicolas Dalby that can get taken down left and right, let's fucking take this guy down. Let's fucking pound him out, submit him, finish him. We'll do whatever you need to do, but I believe that he's going to come in and try to knock this guy out. And if he comes in and tries to knock this guy out swinging wild, Dalby's going to weather the storm, and this fight's going to get very, very fucking interesting. So yeah, Rinat should win the fight. If he does win the fight, it's probably going to look like spectacular fashion. But if he comes in swinging wild, trying to just take this guy's head off, he could fucking lose. And his mentality late in fights is, at least we had fun. Fuck that shit. Bury this dude, Rinat. He's my pick, but I don't fucking trust this guy.
Listen,
I hate that shit, man.
You when you first started that, you did that with Loopy. She lost to Cynthia Calvillo, or barely beat Cynthia Calvillo.
That was, and I
lost to somebody, Angela Hill, and you were like, what the fuck?
she's dancing and stuff, and I still picked her against fucking Verna. I was like, that stuff matters, man. When you see people act like that and stuff, that's not a fucking killer.
You're not wrong.
That's not a fucking killer.
I agree. I agree with everything you're saying, but I don't think Rinat needs to be a killer to win this fight. He just needs to be a very good wrestler, which he is. But I agree with all the other things you're saying.
To be a wrestler, you have to be. I mean, if he's gonna stick to wrestling, you got to be locked in. You got to be focused. That guy's.
He is locked in and focused. He also was
I don't want people having fun.
I mean, that's not a wrong assessment. This is not fun. Fist fights should not be fun. Even fighters who smile the whole time. I don't think get punched in the face and like Jekka fucking got punched. It's like fucking. That's who you want to trust. That's what I brought up with Jekka too. Like, that dude's a fucking idiot, guys. He got punched in the face. Oh, yeah.
And then he gets finished by this fucking Anshul dude. And everyone was like, oh, he's going to smoke. It's like, no, he's not. Have you seen his attitude?
That's where picks and bets are different. And that is an important point to highlight. Because we both were like, Jekka should win. But do not spend money on that guy. Do not spend money on that guy. And then we didn't. We both avoided that landmine. It is what it is. Rinat at $9,200, though. I will spend that money. I do think he gets all the takedowns in the world, all the control time. I think it absolutely works. Minus 350, that line's tightening. It was minus 400. I think the only reason he's not minus 700 is because of his last fight. And Elijah Zaleski has shown us he's insanely tough. He's a tough guy.
Dude, I think Rinat's going to start. I think this fight's going to go past the first round. Rinat's going to start having fun in there. He's going to be high-fiving Dalby. He's going to be... And it's going to be like, he should win, but, I mean, fucking, everyone that's going to have Rinat a parlay is going to be like, damn, did he win the second? Damn, did he win the third?
Listen, I get you. I am personally, I don't disagree with anything you're saying. That's why, this week I've been very cautious with bets, worrisome. Their last two performances are either a giant red flag or you need to look at their broader body of work. You either look at their last two performances. It looks like I'm squeezing. You either look at their last two... You either look at their last two performances.
We're even. I mean, this is. I understand if we're
bags of sand.
8 or 9 p.m. Right? Some of these kids just got out of summer school or whatever's going on. They're like, oh, I like UFC. Let me watch a live stream, and you're here just like at the playground making sex jokes.
You're not wrong, and I apologize for that. If you do look at their last two fights, and only their last two fights, the Nicolas Dalby's the livest underdog on this card, you're going to get some insane odds. If you zoom out a little bit, and you look at their last 5 fights, Nicolas Dalby sucks. He's going to get taken down 100 times over, and Rinat wins this fight, and that's the camp I'm in. I will spend the $9,200, and if you do want to check out all the picks, the bets, the safety parlay, the round 9 leads, the optimizer, the
right
tools.
Now for premium.
If you want to check out whatever the hell bet he's about to place right now, go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's $10 for an entire month. A month, not a week, not an event, not $100. Dude, a freaking month. The amount of shit that you get, we set out when we made premium to make it the greatest offering on planet Earth in this space, and it is. Mission accomplished. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. You're going to get... Was that the alert I just got in Discord? That was the alert I just got. Your bet. You're going to get...
Check it out. Check it out. Put some sweatpants on, stand up, and then look at that bet. Let's see what happens.
I can't knock my computer over. It's just sitting on a book. You're going to get UFC Saudi Arabia. You're going to get UFC 303. You're going to get the Macy Barber card. You're going to get a whole bunch. $10 a month. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Couple of Super Chatterooskies. $10. $9.99 from RC MMA. Early lean in the Lopes Ortega fight. I think Lopes beats his ass, and I'm not a Lopes fan.
Smart man. It's best read of the year. I mean,
the
only reason that Ortega even beat fucking whatever his name is just because once his
Weather
name just
Storm.
got tired and then lost a jiu-jitsu match, basically. I mean, Diego doesn't get tired. He's not going to fucking stop, and he's got the jiu-jitsu to match, so...
And I picked Brian Ortega to beat Yair Rodriguez. I watched their first fight, and I was like, Brian Ortega looked pretty good, and people came from my head. What are you watching? You're an idiot. You're fat. You're stupid.
Nearly smoked.
You spilling.
Let's not pump the chest too much. Dude got fucking smoked in the first round till the very end.
I picked him to win based off the footage from their first fight. Everybody said I was nuts, and then he won that fight. So
do you remember
that's all that matters.
Phone call I made too?
What phone call? Oh, when I was on the stream, or you were on the stream?
I was streaming, and because it was a big argument between that fight. So after I called you as the first round was ending, like, oh, feel good about Ortega and stuff, and then the first round started turning. I was like, and completely jinxed the shit out of it because I roasted the fuck out of you, and then all of a sudden incoming call from Angelo after the second round, or after the fight ends. It's like, whoopsie.
And then we do have, listen, people calling for me to wear a hat. The lighting is a little odd. This is objectively, ooh, that wasn't a great angle.
Yeah,
this is a good hair day. This is a decent hair day. Put a hat on. Come on, guys. Just trying to be my true self. Guess who's wearing a hat in Vegas, though? All these fucking nasty comments.
I got my barber. I'm going to the barber, an actual barber for the first time on Friday. Got the appointment lined up. So
give me the alpaca. You going the high school kid route?
I don't know. I'm just going to tell him, do whatever you need to do. Let's clean it up. Let's get a professional cut.
You got nice thick hair. The color is atrocious, but the volume, okay.